All right. So I guess now you understand what the plan was.
Absolutely. At Colts Law, we talk Indianapolis Colts football.
We're going to stick to what we know, fundamentals and technique, 1% better every day.
What's going on, Colts Nation? Lawrence Owen here. This is Colts Law. Colts place quarterback Carson Wentz on the COVID-19 protocol. Oh, that's going to be fun. What's up, FaZe? Appreciate you being in here. Got a lot to discuss. First off, we all knew most likely it was going to end up happening. The way the Colts and the NFL is having, the COVID problems all year. And then the Colts are going through their situation where it's just a blaze of people getting COVID. It was pretty much bound to happen, especially with all the offensive linemen. If there's a player that hangs out with offensive linemen more than offensive linemen do, it's the quarterback, right? I mean, it is what it is. Chris Talon, appreciate you being in here. Paul, what's up? Now, here's the thing. As Chris says in the live stream, or right there in the chat, says the NFL might change it to 5 days. Yes, the COVID protocol, due to the CDC changing it, their guidelines to 5 days for unvaccinated people. It could be that the NFL will do that again this week. It's expected. If that happens, then Carson Wentz has a shot at still playing Sunday, because it would be 5 days before, that happens. That actually Sunday would be, the full 5 days. So he could legitimately play on the Raiders game. Either way, it's just one game. The Colts need to only win one game to guarantee a spot in the playoffs. So it is what it is. What's up, Ninkowski? Chaz? Driggs? Ninkowski says better now than later. There was a lot of people saying Carson Wentz needed to get the COVID now. That way he don't have to worry about it for the playoffs. And there's a legitimate argument for that. At least I think that. Sup, Lone? Appreciate you. Talon says, is Ellinger any good? Well, not particularly. In my opinion, not particularly. I think he could probably sit back and hand the football off. He could also dump the football off to tight ends and running backs and stuff like that. All he's got to do is game manage. That's if Wentz doesn't play. I don't have a problem with it. I really don't. The Colts could legitimately make the playoffs and not even win another game this season. I mean, it's possible. Doubtful, but possible. But, I mean, they play the Jaguars week 18. Wentz will be back by then, because that's well past the 10-day thing, right? So you're guaranteed that. And then our playoffs will be on the line week 18. I have pretty good feeling about that one, right? And look at it this way. With all these people contracting COVID right now, whether you're vaccinated or unvaccinated, you're not going to get it again for a minimum of 3 months. That includes all of the playoffs, which means all these guys that have it, they don't have to worry about it for the playoffs, which means the Colts will be in a good situation at that point. You don't have to worry about, someone coming down with COVID on Friday and they have to sit out for 5 days and miss a playoff game, right? That's exactly something that you could think about. It's actually a positive thing if you think about it. Looking in here, Drake says that even if we lose, I think we still have a wild card spot. Yeah, I believe that too. KDC City says need to call Uncle Phil. No, dude ain't been in football shape. I'm not worried about it. Uncle Phil's not coming in. All right. It'll probably be Hundley or Ellinger, which is probably who will be in there. Probably be Hundley, to be honest with you. Our defense is still solid, right? Yeah, Chris, politics enters the chat. I don't talk about politics. I talk about NFL and exactly what it affects NFL-wise, if you get what I'm saying. Talon says, let's hope that Taylor don't get it in the playoffs. You know, true enough. Maybe he gets it after Thursday's game. Best possible situation, or after this Sunday. And then misses Jaguars game, because I think Marlon Mack and Naheem Hines is plenty against the Jaguars. And then he would be good for the playoffs, right? I mean, I'm just throwing it out there. So if we can get our O-line back to 50%, I'll be hopeful for a win. Maybe I just respect the Raiders too much. Tevin Williams says no. Derek Carr has been very good against the Colts over the last ever since the Colts broke his leg, in that game a few years back. I mean, he's like 70% completions, like 2 interceptions, 7 touchdowns, averages like 290 yards a game. I mean, it's just ridiculous. So, that one guy says, little late, so did Carson test positive? He's placed on it, I'm assuming, by the way everybody's talking on Twitter, that he actually caught it. So, they said that as of right now, it's a 10-day wait unless the NFL changes to the new CDC guidelines. Drake says Frank Reich's a better backup quarterback than Ellinger. Put him in. That's kind of funny. I won't disagree, but I don't think Frank Reich could probably throw it very deep. Just saying. Look at Tom Pelissero's newest tweet. Let me look there, bud. I'm just going to check it. Hold on. Tommy P. All right. Go into the tweets. Yeah, that's what I was saying about that. Playoff-bound teams that have had half their roster or more test positive for the COVID season. The challenge at the time, a challenge during that time, but a potential competitive advantage come January and February. I already talked about that, guys. I already discussed that. Right? I said that before you put that in there. Guys, please smash that like button. Hit subscribe if you're not subscribed. Tag that notification bell so that you are notified next time I go live or upload a video. And I'm uploading my Believe in Colts video right after I get done here. It's all edited and ready. Just needs to be uploaded. And then I got the news about Carson Wentz. And I was like, I need to go live and talk to you guys about this. Faye says, Frank could throw it a good 19 yards. And that's all Indy needs. I got you. Yeah. Guys, it's not as bad as people think, right? My tweet earlier about Carson Wentz got hammered with a bunch of people, Colts fans and Philly fans, saying that, this is why he didn't want to be on Philly, because he's a selfish person for not getting vaccinated. I'm not getting into that. Because in my opinion, that kind of talk shouldn't be in sports. It's his decision. And by law and by the rules, he's allowed to make that decision. So, But yeah, this is kind of interesting with so much going on. Now, obviously, we got some live streams later on to talk about the Raiders game, and we'll get into that later this week. But right now, if they change it to a 5-day, then there will be no difference between a vaccinated player and an unvaccinated player and how much time a person will spend on the list. It'd be 5 days rather than a minimum 10 for unvaccinated players. And again, if they change that this week, there is a slim chance that Carson Wentz could legitimately test out and play on Sunday. He could test out of it Sunday morning because that'll be the full 5 days. Test out of it Sunday morning and be able to play. I'm all good. Infamous 2K. Jonathan about to break the 2,000-yard mark this week. He needs like 340-some yards to do that. If he did that, he would break the NFL record because the most yards in a single game was Adrian Peterson, 293, I think. So that'd be a new NFL record. Jonathan Taylor would get the MVP guaranteed, all guaranteed. Driggs says we went 2-0 against the Pats and the Cards. I'm literally not worried at all. Happy to see Sam get some snaps. Guys, here's the deal. Cyborg says 296. See, I was close. You think about what the Colts have done over the last month. Started off 0-3. Literally percentage-wise, only one team since 2002 has made the playoffs starting 0-3, and that was the Texans in 2018. All right, or the Colts. I can't remember. Anyhow. No, it was the Texans. The Colts started 1-5. But 0-3, they made it literally 2.6% chance for anyone starting 0-3. And there were two teams this year that did that. You know, the Dolphins and the Colts. And they're both vying for a playoff spot right now. Carson Wentz threw 12 passes against the Patriots, and we beat them. Can we do the same thing to the Raiders? Absolutely. Abso-freaking-lutely. Right? I mean, are you more afraid of the Patriots or are you more afraid of the Raiders? Now, I'm going to put the Patriots ahead on that, and we beat them with our quarterback throwing 12 passes. Literally, I think we could put Naheem Hines at quarterback, put Jonathan Taylor behind him, and we'd have a good chance at beating the Raiders. But that's later on. We'll discuss this later. But that would be a heck of a deal. Yeah, Jacob Eason went to Seattle. That's right. Actually, he was signed by Seattle after the Colts released him and was hoping to put him, which was dumb. I mean, how could the Colts, Reich and Ballard, honestly believe when they released Eason that they would have a shot at putting him on the practice squad? He was a 4th-round pick. Played incredibly well during the preseason. Of course someone was picking him up. That's one move that I'm a little question marking about that the Colts, Ballard and Wright did. But other than that, I mean, what Chris Ballard did, Chris Ballard and Frank Reich deserve so much credit when it comes to what they did this past Saturday against the Cardinals. Our depth and our play calling won that game. Right? Our depth and our play calling. That's impressive. Just absolutely impressive. What do you mean you can't hear me? No, you can hear me. You must have your volume off. Fernando, what's up? Saying let's go Raiders. I'm actually going to be on Las Vegas radio. I got a radio spot this Thursday at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Oh, it might be whatever Vegas is. I don't know if it's Eastern or their time. I'll have to find out. But, yeah. Guys, please smash that like button. Hit subscribe if you're not subscribed. Tag that notification bell so that you are notified next time I go live. Also, don't forget to check out the description if you want to donate a little bit to this stream. Me taking a quick time out, come out here and talk about this so you guys can sit here and discuss this amongst your guys yourselves. That'd be awesome. Also, don't forget, I have a Discord, and I'm going to drop the link to the Discord in the chat in just one moment. Hold on. If you guys want to join my Discord, feel free. A lot of people, a lot of Colts fans, a lot of NFL fans come in here, hang out, talk during games. We also, watch other shows and stuff like that throughout the weeks. It's a great little community we have going on, so feel free to join the Discord. Oh, Ninkowski's talking about Patreon. Absolutely. Our Patreon is freaking fantastic. You get all of my stuff plus Patreon-specific content, and it's only $5 a month. That's cheap. That'd be great. Will Leonard be back for the Raiders game? It's possible. We don't know. He has to pass the protocol. He's got to get through 2 tests. Same with a lot of guys, right? A lot of guys have to get through 2 tests. So, that's if the NFL changes the unvaccinated players to a 5-day list, which they're expected to do this week. No, there are not, Driggs. But hey Paul, appreciate you being in here. Mingo, what's up? Honestly, I don't have an issue. I'm glad it happened now and not during the playoffs. Absolutely happy now rather than the playoffs because, like I said, the Colts are going to have this massive advantage because they're guaranteed not to get it again for a long period of time, So you get that over with. All you got to do is win one of these next 2 games. You're guaranteed in the playoffs. Heck yeah. Heck yeah. Skylar says that Skylar and Kirsten says they're talking on ESPN that Rivers is an option. That's all hearsay and opinion. I doubt it because he's not in football shape. He hasn't studied anything. I mean, it's possible. Would I rather have Rivers for a game than Sam Ehlinger? Yes. I mean, that's just me. Tevin says he'd rather have Sam over Rivers. It's possible. I mean, that's an opinion. Nano says, I had a fun time at the game in Arizona. JT touchdown at the end was awesome. In Arizona, Jonathan Taylor never scored a touchdown in that game. Is that, yeah, he never had a touchdown in that game. Guys, this was cool. I enjoyed hanging out with you. I wasn't expecting this to last long. Honestly, I didn't expect to see 30 some of you in here in less than 20 minutes. Infamous asked if Jonathan Taylor's vaccinated. Now, he stated he was. So, I don't think Sam looks like Drew Brees. Sam's arm strength is way less than Drew Brees' arm strength. All right. Sam's arm strength is less than Phillip Rivers' arm strength right now. He just, that's the issue that I have. Okay. I mean, there's a reason his balls hang in the air so long that they're easily gotten in front of by defenders. That's why he threw so many interceptions during preseason. Because the ball hangs in the air for so long. And I'm worried about that. That's why I'd rather have Hundley out there than Ellinger. But, Ellinger is good running an RPO. I don't know how good Hundley is at running RPOs. And the Colts are really good. They got a lot of RPO options. So, but, yeah. We'll see what the NFL does on this whole protocol thing, on whether or not if they change it to a 5-day like they're expected to or not. But if they do, heck of a chance that most of the players will come back for this Sunday's game that's been put on the protocol. And even a slim chance that Carson Wentz could come back. Now, odds of that happening are slim to none. Because just like a vaccinated player, unvaccinated player, either one of them, they still have that in their system as long as they do. And you have to pass 2 tests in order to get in there. Troy Paul says the NFL went political. Well, from what I understood, I don't think they did. I think a lot of media and fans made it political. They went by what the CDC suggested. But that's just my opinion. Now, Paul, I don't know. I haven't heard word on whether or not he's showing symptoms or not. That's not in there. So I don't know that. Could, may not. I don't know. We'll see. All right. Guys, I'm out. I appreciate each and every one of you. Thank you so much. I just thought, you know what? This would be a good opportunity for you guys to sit in here, discuss a little bit, hear my thoughts on the situation. I was getting ready, like I said, to upload my new Believe video, my new podcast for Believe. It'll be up inside the next half an hour. Please make sure you smash that like button. Subscribe to my channel, man. So much. I'd appreciate it. And until next time, yeah, I'm Lawrence Owen. This is Colts Law. And as usual, have a good one.